G'day everyone, Ali here. Well, today I'm going to make a card using this embossing folder here. Now, I'm not 100% sure, I'm sorry, where I got this, and I've had it a while. So I'm going to use that, plus I'm going to emboss on some white cardstock, and the black card here is going to be the base for my card. Now this measures 12.5 by 18 centimeters, so it is a bit bigger than normal embossing folders. So I've got these Cherry Lynn word dies here, so goodbye, and they come in a 2-pack, a small and a large, and I'm going to use the larger one, so I'll cut them out. And this is them cut out. They cut out beautifully. Now I'm just going to go and emboss this, so I'll be right back. Now this is the embossed side and that's the debossed side, and as you can see it is absolutely a beautiful embossing texture. Now I've got my wavy scissors here and I'm going to cut a label. So I didn't want a straight edge label, and this is what's going to mount my word goodbye onto. So I'll just stick that down with my precision glue, which is filled with PVA glue. So I'll just cut the 4th side here because I'm happy with the size. And I'll just stick that down with the PVA glue also. So this will be on the front of the card. So I'll just pop that aside just to dry. I've got my distressed Oxide ink in broken china here and my foam tool, and I'm ever so lightly going to colour the raised side of the embossing page here. So I just want it to stand out a bit. By doing this it will make it pop. Now I also used my distress Oxide in Peacock feathers, but unfortunately I didn't get this on video. Apologies for that. So I've got some paper craft rope here and I want to colour this in the same colour as the broken china. Now I have got some distress stain spray in the broken china, so I'm going to use this colour to colour my rope. So I'm going to scrunch it all up, but firstly I'm just going to put a couple of drops down and I'm just going to check that that's the colour that I want. And once I'm happy with that, I'll just spray a couple of sprays down, scrunch it all up, and I'll spritz some water on it. And what I'll do is I'll massage this colour into the rope. So after drying it off, I feel that I'm really happy with this. So I'm going to wind this around my embossed card here 3 times. So I'm going to get some sellotape and I'm just going to stick down the first end. Now I just stick up the end bit so it doesn't pull through the sellotape. And the end here I'll do exactly the same. So just stick it down with sellotape and just fold that end back on itself. This will help it not pull through the sellotape. All I've got to do now is just mount this onto my card using some double adhesive foam tape. So I've just got some double-sided tape here, and I'm going to use this to stick down this embossing onto my black cardstock. Now what I do is I run this all around the outside of my backing, okay, and I also use a bone folder to make sure that it is all stuck down in place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift up the corner bits on two corners of my card here. Now this will help me line up my card on the black cardstock. So I'll just pinch those up, and I'll also just put some PVA glue down on the back just for added measure to make sure that it will stick into place. So once I've done that, I'll get the two corners that haven't lifted up, and I find this just such an easy technique to do. So as you can see, once I've lined everything up, then I just release my my tape. Now I've got some AliExpress butterfly dies here, and I've just cut them out on some white cardstock. So I'll just release those, and I normally flick the little bits out just to make sure that everything gets released. But with this, because it's such a delicate die, I wanted to make sure that everything was being released. Now as you can see, I've got some Inka Gold products here, so I'm going to use those to colour my butterflies. So I'm just going to get some scrap paper just to do this next part, because it can be a little bit messy. So this is the YellowGold in Inka Gold, and I just get my finger and I just use my finger for this process. So it feels like wax, and I'm just putting the YellowGold just on the end of these butterflies here. Now I've got some Inka Gold in turquoise colour, and I'm going to use this to colour the body of the butterflies with the same technique. So I just use my finger and I just get in there and just rub it on. Now I've cut two more butterflies out as well, and I'm just going to reverse the colours. So I'm going to put the turquoise just on the ends and the YellowGold just on the middle part of their body. When I finish putting the Inka Gold on also, I do rub over it with a dry cloth just to give a little bit of a shine. So now I'll just place my butterflies onto the front of the card just to finish this off. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of PVA glue just to the body of the butterflies and just glue them down. So I've got my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen here, and I'm just going to run over my sentiment, and this will give it a bit of a sparkle to this sentiment. So that's my card done for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've created this card. This card was specially made for one of the girls that I work with that is going on a 3-month leave. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification button down below for new releases. And until next time everybody, happy crafting! See ya!